Oh my goodness.
Good. So July 31st is what day, Rock? Rocky's our producer. Sunday.
Oh.
So that means our birthday
is coming to an end. Wow.
But that's okay. We still have all week to really,
right.
you know, enjoy all these great specials.
There's still room for cake.
Always room for cake. Oh, that's the best part about it. Okay, let's talk about the star ring. We previewed this, and they told us that this has been our #1 top seller so far, and I'm not surprised for many reasons. That center stone to find in a simulated diamond like that in a beautiful, to have that kind of heart-shaped, or excuse me, star shape, you rarely, if ever, see. Yeah. So that's a treat in itself, and we took $10 off.
I'm so happy.
I know, $49.95, and we're also, again, 4 flex pays, which doesn't get any better than that, $12.50, and this is also in sizes 4 through size 10. Lookahead. Tell me a little bit about this beautiful piece here, Kristin.
I think the reason for the stars, along with my crescent moon collection, is it's looking ahead, looking above, something greater than ourselves. And I often have that thought too late. I'm like, oh man, I look up at the sky at night and I see a star, and I'm like, be grateful for everything you have, right? It should be not an afterthought. This just reminds you to keep looking ahead, that there is something greater than us. Yeah. And
so true. You have accomplished so very much at such a young age. I mean, seriously, an Emmy Award, Tony Award, many, many other awards. I mean, for singing and record label. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. But I mean, that's a true testament to who you are, reaching for the stars. I think so many times as young women, you know, we have dreams, but they get overshadowed, and
we don't go for it.
No. And this is kind of another, you know, fun way, I think, as a just that reminder. Maybe it's your granddaughter who is, we were talking about, you know, going into performing arts, or is a ballet dancer, and you know, that's something that's in her heart and her passion, and or a singer, whatever it may be, right? A brilliant student who wants to go off to Harvard, and whatever it may be. You have to go for those stars and those goals.
Especially as women, we've got to remember that we are strong, and there's the reason right there.
And you know what I always like too, Kristin, in jewelry, especially when there is a meaning like that, is a ring, because we get to look down, right, and appreciate it, as does everybody else. Right. So every time, you know, glance down at your hand, or you're driving your car and your hand's on the steering wheel, and you know, it's like, oh, okay, Lynn, okay, Kristin, we can do this.
Exactly.
Right?
It should be an inspiration to ourselves. You know, that's you're right about that. Rings, I can't always see what I'm wearing, what I've got on my ears, but I certainly can on my hand.
It's so very true. Okay, so it's a little bit big. Sorry, that one was coming up a little bit. These can also, I did this earlier, you could stack these together. So I took the silver and I took the vermeil. See what I did there?
That's gorgeous.
How pretty. I'm gonna check and see, because we have 4 through size 10, and these will be stamped 0.925, because again, it's all precious sterling silver. Okay, so that star shape is a 7 by 7 millimeter. It's one of the first and only that we have in a simulated diamond, in CZs. And it's like, it would equate to, in a genuine diamond solitaire, like 2 1/3 carat. So again, believable, refined. It would be, it's a fancy cut, so it would be something that had to be, you know, ordered specially. It would have to be custom sent out and cut. It would be an absolute fortune, but they were able to do it in the simulated diamond in this collection.
Didn't they do such a good job? You have something in your head, and then you see it, and it's amazing.
And look at the fire, Kristin. I mean, it's like...
It sparkles.
It sparkles. It's like sizzling, isn't it?
It is.
Alrighty, it looks like our size 4s have been like crazy super duper popular, and I'm not surprised, because we rarely ever have that, you know, and our size 10. So 4, 5, and 10.
That says
so
it
all women. You better believe it. And I want to remind you too that star pendant that we didn't have a chance to do a full presentation, but look how cool that looks together. I only have about 30 remaining between the 2 and the sterling and the gold. Okay, oh, gold just sold out. Okay, so we do have the sterling silver still available, but we were just mentioning, you know, the beauty of a star ring. We see a lot of different styles, but you rarely, if ever, see it in a faceted shape, like you were able to do.
That's really, it was a specific I really wanted it to look like that star. Does that make sense? That star.
It does make sense. It does. And you know, whatever our ages may be, you know, we've always had, you know, special dreams, and we all have ambitions and goals and whatever. It may be starting a new exercise regimen, and you know what? Just getting on that treadmill every other day or whatever.
Just making yourself do it.
Do it.
Yes.
You're your own star. If you're not, you can't be anybody else's,
Boy, that's
right?
that's really well said.
Yeah.
That is true.
So you got to be your own, to pump yourself up, and it's hard sometimes, but you know what? Something as little as a beautiful little sparkle that makes you feel good might be, that's all you need.
Inspiration.
Yeah. Thank you for this beautiful symbolic jewelry. I just love it.
Oh, thank
and
you.
You know, we said it before and we'll say it over and over again. The craftsmanship is spectacular. The dedication that Kristin has put together in her everyday style and working with our buyers and the manufacturers and precious metal is just simply tremendous. And I'm so happy to see the response on the collection. Very, very popular. It's 491-102. Thank you for your calls here. Keeping in mind